Let me now introduce one of the top athletes in Minnesota, three-sport athlete, Emmett Johnson. How's it going, man?
Going good.
Good to hear. So I guess we'll get right into your football season this year. Holy Angels, you guys are 5-1. You're leading the state in carries, yards, and touchdowns. I guess how do you think you're finding so much success as a team and individually? Was that something you saw this off season, or did it just kind of happen? I guess.
Yeah, I would say it's something that started this off season. Everybody was in the weight room. Coach, we did a great job of having summer programs, and I've been with these guys for 4 years now. So I remember some players in my grade were playing when they were sophomores and juniors, so they had great experience. So I knew our O line would be really good this year because they had a lot of great experience. But I feel like coming in, we just had a great bond as a team that, like, now that you see is paying off. And me as a player, I worked out every day this summer. I didn't really, go out that much. I really just stayed. Me and my brother worked out every morning, every night. We just worked out. And I feel like that's what you're starting to see in my game is the hard work that I put in the summer pay off now. And I feel like our team chemistry is really good because of the work we put in this summer. And I feel like our offense has been clicking these past few games. The O-line, you can't run the ball out of O-line. So they've been doing really well. And, I'm a great running back. You see what I do, but I give credit to them because without them, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely. So you are putting up some pretty insane numbers so far this year. You're averaging almost 30 carries, about 240 yards, and 4 touchdowns a game. Um,
Mhm.
I know when I played sports in high school, I kind of like playing basketball. You like count your points sometimes. Are you aware when you're having an insane game necessarily, or do you not know until like after the game and you read the box score?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just don't know because I'm just kind of on go the whole game. I'm really just going out there and trying to play my hardest. I don't really go into the game thinking, oh, I have to get this amount of yards or this amount of touchdowns. I just kind of go in and play hard every snap, and then after the game, my coach usually lets me know after. But I don't really go into the game thinking about that. It kind of just happens, and I can kind of just tell when I'm on a roll. Like, people are telling me I have a good night, I can just tell. But I just go in and play as hard as I can. And then after the game, my coach tells me my stats. And this past game was my career high. So 416 rush yards and 5 touchdowns. It was fun. It was a fun night.
Yeah, for sure. So you also play a lot on defense. You play at safety. You've been having a big year on defense too. Uh,
Yeah.
what's do you think kind of takes that like mindset to play two ways and play like the whole game? Like, how do
Yeah.
you think you don't get, I guess, tired from doing that?
Yeah. I mean, since my freshman year, I kind of just, like, me and my brother have talked about this, and he was the first person to really say I would be a good defensive player. And for me personally, I just love winning the game. So whatever my team needs to win, that's what I'll be willing to do. And playing defense is something I take pride in. And right now I'm second in tackles on our team, and that's something that I go just as hard in as offense. So it's something I take big pride in. And yeah, I take big pride in my defense. And I feel like you can see that on my film. I have enough to make a whole defensive DB film right now. Like, coaches have been recruiting me for defense now. So that just shows how hard I go both ways, not just on offense, but also on defense.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So you talked about recruiting. You have obviously 11 total offers and three FBS offers, if I'm correct. How you're having a monster year and you don't have any, I guess, Power Five offers, and I would assume that you obviously would like as many offers as you can get. So how is that kind of mindset, like not expecting offers and not like wanting uh like how do you not get like frustrated when you don't get offers, I
Yeah.
guess, when you're playing this well?
Yeah. I would say, going through my life, I've dealt with a lot of adversity. So, a lot of people ask me this, like, how don't you have this offer and how don't you have this? But, I'm just going out there and playing hard because as hard as I work, eventually what God wants for me to happen is going to happen. So I feel like just going out and playing as hard as I can every game and having this season, eventually school should notice. But I've kind of just been enjoying the process with my teammates, and I haven't really been focused on the college part because I know that's going to come with it. So I know it is frustrating playing with a chip on my shoulder, but I feel like even if I did have the offers right now, I'd be working just as hard and playing just as hard. So
Yeah. So I know you were at a bunch of camps this summer, and you were at the Gophers camp specifically.
yeah.
What's your have you had a relationship with them recruiting and that staff so far?
Yeah, so the Gophers, they've been recruiting me since my sophomore year. I went to a couple game day visits, and I'm not gonna lie, that's the question I get almost every day now is about the Gophers. And I don't know, they haven't offered me yet. You know, being a hometown kid would be a nice thing to do, but they haven't offered me. I've been playing really well every year since my sophomore year, and hopefully they wake up soon. But I've just been enjoying the process. But it would be nice to have a hometown scholarship, but we'll see what happens. So
Yeah. So you also play basketball and you run track, and you're almost an all-state player in both sports.
yeah.
Have you always been a kid that plays multiple sports growing up? And what do you think what mindset do you need to play at like a high level when you're in high school?
Yeah. Yeah, I've always played multiple sports growing up, and I'll just say I'm a hard worker. So like whatever sport it is, I'm gonna, try my hardest in. So I'll be playing tennis or anything like in gym class, and I'll be competitive. So that's something I just kind of been doing ever since I was younger, is playing multiple sports and just going as hard as I can in that. And the second question is, what does it take to have a good mindset in that? Did you ask?
Yeah. Like what mindset I guess do you need to like play three sports at a high level? Because you're balancing a lot of stuff in high school, obviously.
Yeah. I would just say you have to have that killer mindset. It's not for everybody. I'm not gonna lie, it's not for everybody, but just having the mindset to kill and whatever you do, just work hard in whatever you do. And it's not even just sports, in school, in the classroom, I'm trying to work as hard as I can. And my teachers are starting to see that. And that's something I take pride in too with school. So it's not just about sports, it's in whatever you do in life, just going as hard as you can. Cause every day we gotta work hard, because no day is granted. You don't take any good day for granted. So
Yeah. Were you always I guess like the fastest kid growing up in like elementary school? And
yeah.
were you like successful in youth sports, or was that something that just happened like in high school?
Yeah, I've always been, I've always been like the fastest on my team, really. But like growing up, like I've been killing since I was a kid. I've been playing well since I was a kid, but people are just starting to notice now. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that really know me, like my brother, my family, the ones who have been around since I was younger, knows like what I've been doing since a kid. So this is really nothing new. I've been doing this since I was young. So
Yeah. Are there any guys that you like to look up to and like take from their game in football or basketball at the next level? Do you
yeah.
like to look at any guys?
Yeah. So growing up, I was a huge Adrian Peterson fan. I've always been watching him and taking tips from his game. And a lot of people say that I play like him, and people say I play like Reggie Bush also. So they think I'm a mixture between those two. But yeah, AP is like the person I looked up to growing up, and his rushing record his senior year was 2,960, if I'm correct, and he had 29 touchdowns. So that's something I've been trying to beat my senior year, and I think I'm on track to beat that right now. So that's somebody I looked up to. And also Jordan, I've been watching his documentary with my brother, and so I take him as a mindset. I take his mindset, and I just try to apply that into what I do every day. Like just that Jordan mindset, what I'm saying? His mindset is unmatched. So I'm not done with the documentary yet, but I've been taking little things from that and, just applying that to my daily life and whatever I do. So I'll say Jordan and Adrian Peterson for sure. Those are the
Yeah.
two people.
Yeah, that's a great documentary. I watched that a few months ago. Last question I'll get you out on here. You're obviously leading the state in almost every rushing statistic.
Yeah.
What would it mean for you to win the Mr. Football Award at the end of the year?
You know, it mean a lot. You know, I spent so much time and so many hours working out and like getting better each year that people don't know about, you know, because I'm not a really big on posting all my workouts and all that, but I just worked so hard for it. And that would be an award that, you know what I'm saying, that would make me really happy. Of course, I want to win a state championship with it, but that award is something I've always wanted since I came to high school. So that's a big award that I'm hoping to get. And I feel like I'm doing enough for me to have it right now, but I got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not done. I'm just getting started. So.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think that's all I got for you today. I really appreciate you taking the time again, and I'll definitely be rooting for you the rest of the year.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Appreciate your time today.
Awesome. Thank you.